In the desolate expanse of the African savanna, where elegance meets brutality, one might find themselves captivated by the sight of a cheetah, a creature celebrated for its unparalleled speed and grace. Yet, what lies beneath its sleek coat tells a story far more grotesque than anyone could anticipate. Picture this majestic predator, its lithe body marred by a horrifying infestation, barnacles clinging to its flank like grotesque barnacle-encrusted armor. Yes, barnacles. These aquatic hitchhikers, typically found on whales and boats, have found a new host: our razor-fast feline. What calamity has allowed these sinister creatures to gain a foothold on a land-dwelling hunter? As we delve deeper, the truth unravels into a shocking narrative of nature's relentless cycle of life and death. Barnacle infestation on land animals is a rare phenomenon, often attributed to an unnatural interaction with both the environment and human activity. The cheetah, often roaming near the water's edge, has registered these barnacles as unwelcome visitors, feeding on the animal's flesh, siphoning nutrients, and creating open wounds that invite infection. These barnacles, with their strong calcified plates, latch on with an unwavering grip, tearing at sensitive skin, leaving the cheetah in a state of constant discomfort and suffering. The cheetah's body is now a battlefield, a living testament to the unwavering will to survive, despite a grotesque array of barnacles dining upon the very essence of its being. Imagine the sensation, each movement a sharp tug against the skin, every breath a reminder of the weight it bears. In this dark twist of nature, we find a troubling parallel: humanity's impact on the natural world. Pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction have led animals like this cheetah into situations they would otherwise avoid. The barnacles symbolize more than just physical affliction. They reflect the consequences of human negligence and environmental degradation manifesting in the most disturbing ways. As the cheetah struggles to shake off its unwelcome guests, we are left to ponder our role in this visceral drama. Do we remain detached spectators, or shall we ignite? In a quiet field, where lush green grass meets the endless blue sky, a strikingly beautiful white horse stands alone, its majestic form marred by an unsettling sight. A grotesque barnacle wound has taken residence on its flank, a reminder of nature's dark, often cruel dance. The barnacle, a creature commonly associated with the dull rocks and barnacle-encrusted boats of the ocean, has decided to bring its repugnant lifestyle to land, embedding itself into the soft, vulnerable skin of this once proud beast. How did such a horrific situation arise? What causes a creature as seemingly harmless as a barnacle to make a gruesome meal out of a living animal? As we dive deeper, the gory truth unravels, revealing the chilling relationship between nature and its creatures. Barnacle infestation occurs when these tiny crustaceans settle down on an unsuspecting host. Typically, they have a penchant for hard surfaces, ship hulls, whale skin, and yes, even horses. In their youthful stage as larvae, these barnacles float in the water until they sense a suitable surface. Once they lock onto their host, they unleash a series of collapses. In the dense shadows of the jungle, a rare and haunting sight emerges: a white tiger, its elegant form marred by a grotesque barnacle wound that paints a shocking picture of nature's brutality. As we approach this magnificent creature, we are drawn into a tale of survival, suffering, and the intricate web of life that binds us all. The sight is both captivating and appalling. The stark contrast between the tiger's pristine fur and the invasive crustaceans clinging to its skin evokes a primal response. How can the epitome of wild beauty succumb to such a grotesque fate? The barnacle infestation is a harrowing affliction, one that disrupts the tiger's splendor and threatens its very existence. These tiny marine creatures, often mistaken for mere sea debris, are relentless hitchhikers that find refuge on unsuspecting hosts. In the case of our unfortunate white tiger, the barnacles cluster like a plague, drilling into its flesh and extracting vital nutrients. The wound festers beneath their hard armor like exoskeletons, causing immense pain and discomfort. While barnacles are typically harmless when attached to rocks or ships, here they become the uninvited guests in an otherwise regal life, siphoning strength from this majestic predator. As we delve deeper into the science of barnacle behavior, we learn that these creatures are opportunistic, often targeting compromised or weak animals to anchor and thrive. The irony is stark. What happens in the ocean can echo painfully in the wild. The wounds inflicted by these crusty invaders serve as a reminder of nature's indifference, an echo of human actions that disrupt ecosystems and create vulnerabilities in wildlife. As we ponder the gravity of this situation, it becomes evident that our own existence is intertwined with those around us, humans, animals, and the very fabric of nature. In this dark thought, we find ourselves grappling with the moral implications of our actions. Like barnacles, we can sometimes become the unwelcome entities in our own right, whether through pollution, habitat destruction, or climate change. We can inflict wounds that may take generations to heal. As the barnacles cling tightly to our white tiger, we are left to ponder, are we the predators, or have we? Far beneath the ocean's tranquil surface lies a story that mirrors both the beauty and brutality of nature. Here, amid the vast blue expanse, a lone giant emerges, a whale whose immense body, a masterpiece of marine evolution, is marred by grotesque and nightmarish wounds. These wounds tell a haunting tale of an ancient relationship between a host and its unwelcome passengers. The whale, a majestic titan of the deep, is riddled with barnacles, parasitic crustaceans that have taken the grandeur of this creature and turned it into something horrifyingly macabre. One such barnacle wound gapes open on its flank, a festering crater of raw flesh and oozing tissue. It's the size of a dinner plate and throbs with the slow, methodical rhythm of the whale's heartbeat, the surrounding skin inflamed and torn as though the ocean itself has conspired against this living leviathan. Nature's masterpiece has become its own battlefield. Barnacle infestations are not rare among whales, but their impact varies with unsettling unpredictability. Barnacles begin their lives as free-swimming larvae, invisible to the naked eye, drifting in the current until fate brings them into contact with a host. Once attached, they undergo a sinister transformation, secreting a calcium carbonate shell that grows larger and stronger over time. The barnacle feeds by extending feathery appendages into the water to capture microscopic plankton, siphoning sustenance in blissful ignorance of the suffering it may cause its host. For the whale, this symbiotic relationship skews toward the parasitic. In the shadowy depths of a mist-laden forest, a haunting spectacle unfolds. A deer, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now bears the gruesome mark of nature's cruel hand. Glistening in the dappled light, a mass of barnacles clings to its hindered side, grotesquely transforming its once sleek form into a nightmarish canvas of living decay. This scene compels us to confront an unsettling truth about the world we inhabit, where beauty and horror coexist in an unsettling balance. How did this majestic creature fall victim to such a repulsive fate? It is a story that intertwines the mercilessness of nature, the adaptability of life, and perhaps a hint of irony that underscores our own existence. Barnacles, those sneaky hitchhikers of the ocean, are infamous for their relentless attachment to unsuspecting hosts, typically content to cling to rocks and ship hulls. They have expanded their menu to include a variety of mammals, with our unfortunate deer being an unlikely candidate. These marine creatures possess a unique ability to detect suitable surfaces for attachment, and when a deer wallows in muddy shallows or explores coastal fringes, it becomes an unintentional victim of barnacle infestation. The barnacles, lured by moisture and the promise of a warm body, rapidly affix themselves with a grip that is nearly impossible to break. As these crustaceans multiply, they form a grotesque mass that not only looks horrific, but also wreaks havoc on the deer's flesh. The incessant growth can lead to festering wounds, attracting secondary infections and causing unbearable pain. Deer, once agile and fleet-footed, now struggles to move in the sprawling plains of North America, where the golden grass sways gently under the weight of a humid breeze. There exists an enormous creature, an icon of the wild, the American bison. Yet, hidden beneath this majestic exterior lies a gruesome reality, a testament to the macabre aspects of nature's design. Imagine, if you will, a bison lumbering through the vast expanse, its robust frame cloaked in a matted coat of fur. But then, in a shocking contrast, behold a nightmarish sight: an exposed wound, a grotesque patch of skin marred by an infestation of barnacles. Yes, barnacles. Those seemingly innocuous, shell-encrusted crustaceans are clinging like desperate hitchhikers to the hide of this grand beast. The sight of this wounded titan is not just shocking, it is a visceral reminder of nature's brutal realities. As we draw closer, we can see how these barnacles have invaded the bison's skin, their hard shells encasing their soft bodies, gripping tightly as if they have made the bison their permanent home. Each barnacle is a small fortress, a relentless parasite extracting nutrients from the bison's body as it grazes on the tender grasses of the plains. To the untrained eye, these barnacles may seem harmless, perhaps even part of the earthy tapestry of life. But beneath their enticing exterior lies a gruesome truth. Barnacle infestation is not the result of mere chance. Rather, it is a reflection of ecological imbalance. These creatures typically latch onto hard substrates, rocks, ship hulls, even the unfortunate skins of larger animals. In nature's complex web, the bison, typically a land-dwelling giant, is an unlikely host. How did these crustaceans come to infest such a dry and grassy habitat? The story begins with the bison's interactions with water. As these massive herbivores venture to rivers and lakes to drink, they inadvertently become unwitting victims, seeking refuge from the raging waters. Barnacles can cling on, laying eggs that hatch and multiply, spreading their grip on the bison's hide amidst the ebb and flow of life. As days turn into weeks, the situation deteriorates. The barnacles dig deeper into the flesh, piercing the dermis and causing inflammation, drawing out the bison's lifeblood, which in turn leads to infection and pain. Each barnacle can encompass a significant area of damage, shaping a landscape of oozing sores on the bison's once vibrant body. The parasitic relationship strikes a grim balance. The barnacles thrive at the bison's expense, draining it of vital energy as it struggles to fend off the infection beneath its skin. What's more, as the bison's condition worsens, it becomes increasingly vulnerable to predators. A once mighty symbol of the American West is now a pale shadow of its former self. Limping through the grasslands, a tragic figure of blight and suffering. This infestation is not just skin deep. It reaches into the very essence of survival within the ecosystem, a stark reminder that for one organism to thrive, others must fall prey. Now, you might wonder where humans fit into this